I would say you have to humble yourself and understand that there are OGs in these, I guess OGs, old gangsters or old people who've been doing this for a while, right? Industry, real thought leaders that you need to go target and get to know and understand. I think you and I spoke early in my career, right? And I talked to a couple other people early in when I was coming out to understand. You need to get, before you really jump into this, you need to understand. Let's just go cyber and privacy to start. You need to understand the beast. This is a beast. So one, you got to understand the obligations you're about to step into. And this can be applied anywhere. If you go to a big law, you better understand you work 24/7 and you work under the gun. You come into the breach world, it's different obligations. You're not 24/7, but it's more of a high pace environment versus contract. So you got to understand that. Second, you got to understand the landscape. What I would suggest to anybody that wants to come into cyber and privacy to start, understand the different parties. You want to get experience, you need to go work for one of these 8 firms. And I think they're all great firms. And it's understanding the legal side, but it's understanding the insurance side. It's understanding the IR side, fundamentals. You don't have to be understanding the process, like data mining. Nobody taught me about data mining until I started doing this, right? Until one of the insurers was like, well, who do you want to use for data mining? And I was like, I have no idea what that is. So you have to educate, but to do that, find people in this industry that are willing to talk to you, right? And when I came out, I buzzed a lot of people and I found a lot of good mentors who were willing to talk because it's a small community. And in general, getting into law, it's understanding you can shift jobs. You don't have to stay at the same firm forever, right? You'll find, I feel very happy. The prior firms I were at were great. Don't get me wrong. But with McDonald, it's a different feel, and they're so dedicated, our group, to the cyber and privacy. But it took me a couple firm iterations to get here. And so understand you're not pigeonholed. And I shifted my career a couple years in, right? I was doing auto tort defense and premise liability defense, not cyber. So understanding you can shift, but you might have to take a couple steps back. And once again, humble yourself to understand that you can take a couple steps back, start lowering the totem pole, but then build your way back up.